Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to today's NGX Premarket. I do this every day before the Nigerian market opens. And so you get the video at 9:30, but the market opens at 10 a.m. West African time, Mondays to Fridays. Essentially, I share my thoughts on stocks I will be watching in the market. But do note, nothing I say is investment or trading or personal finance advice. They are not stock picks. Please do your own research. And past performance is no guarantee of future performance. The criteria for my watch list: price and volume movement, that's very key on a daily basis, as well as corporate actions. Corporate actions are any announcements made by a company. The first on my watch list, in some ways, this is like a photocopy of yesterday, the broad market, because we had the all share index gained at 1.01% to close at an all-time high of 151,456.9 points, 151,456.91 basis points. The index measures the average performance of stocks on the exchange. So what you have as this index is a collation, I would say, of all the stocks represented in the index. Think of the index as a basket, and you have bits and pieces of different stocks comprising the entire basket. So it was a historic day yesterday. Will history be made today? We don't know, but let's see how it goes. Two stocks on my radar: Bua Foods and Vitafoam. Both stocks closed at a fresh 52-week high. Bua Foods gained 6.54% to close at 692 naira point 50 kobo. Vitafoam gained 5.91% to close at 94 naira. So it seems like Vitafoam may hit the 100 naira mark within the next 2 weeks if we have this momentum. If this momentum continues, Bua Foods, it's hard to say, but if we see this momentum continue, and I think it will, I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years we may see this stock at 1,000 naira. The challenge with both stocks is they are very illiquid. Bua Foods in particular is highly illiquid because you have over 80% held by Abdul Samad Rabiu through various entities. Unicell closed at a fresh all-time high of 54 naira and 60 kobo. Where will it go from here? It is also in the illiquid club of illiquid stocks. Do we see the stock going higher, or do we see the stock staying there? Let's see how it goes in today's trading session. Fidelity Bank and Access Corporation. I sound like a broken record discussing these stocks these stocks. Correct my English. These stocks. We are waiting for their H1 2025 numbers. These numbers need to come on time. I'm particularly interested because in the last couple of trading days, I've been seeing fairly large volumes in Fidelity Bank. Who's buying, who's selling, we don't know. And the question I ask myself: are they buying on a leap of faith? Because why buy when you're yet to see H1 2025 numbers and we are inches away from banks releasing their Q3 numbers? So we need to know, when are these results going to be out, especially for Fidelity. Fidelity has not given much guidance as to why their results are being delayed. Are we going to see these results come out with the Q3 numbers? It would have been nice if both entities could state if they plan to do so as well. Then a few stocks also on my radar, not listed here, but worth mentioning: Aradel. Aradel seems to be pushing. If we have this momentum continuing, Aradel, we could see the stock back above the 700 naira mark. MTN, as always, remains in view. MTN is one of the most actively traded stocks by both institutional investors and retail investors. So that's a stock worth watching closely every time the market trades. As always, the rest of the day, 12:30 p.m. midday update on YouTube, 7 p.m. the daily market summary on Spotify, 8 p.m. the daily market summary on YouTube, and 8 p.m. the daily market summary on Twitter at Green Ticker Tail. You can get the podcast. Those who like to listen to audio podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music. You should also listen to the podcast because there are stocks that may not make my coverage, either in terms of company analysis or in terms of pre-market or post-market. They may not make it, but probably will make it in the audio podcast platform. So do follow everywhere you find Green Ticker Tail on audio platforms, audio podcast platforms. Do follow, and you always make out the time to check every 3 4 days, because I mean, right about now, after this, before the day runs out, there'll be a podcast episode on Transcore Hotels. Transcore Hotels dropped its results on Monday. Yeah, on Monday. So you want to pay close attention to all platforms. You may have your favorite platform, but check all platforms once in a while. You may have content unique to each platform. Questions you can drop in the comment section, or send an email to info@greenticketdeals.com. Thank you. Have a great day. See you in 3.5 hours from now.